St. Paul's preaching in Athens gave rise to the first Christian community in the city. Some men joined him and believed. Among them was Dionysius the Areopagite, and a woman named Damaris, and others with them. They were the first seed sown by the Holy Spirit, and from them would come at a later date many men and women who were faithful to Christ. Damaris is one of the many women who appeared in the pages of the Acts of the Apostles. Her conversion shows the universality of the gospel. The apostles followed in the footsteps of Jesus, who, unmindful of the prejudices of the times, announced the coming of the kingdom to men and women alike. St. Luke has also informed us that the evangelization of Europe began with a mother, Lydia, who immediately evangelized her own family and brought them all to be baptized. Among the Samaritans, it was a woman who first heard Christ's message and later spread it to her neighbors. The gospel shows us how women followed and ministered to Christ, how they were present at the foot of the cross, how they were the first to go to the empty tomb. We find in them no sign of hypocrisy or wrongdoing or betrayal. St. Paul had a deep insight into the role of the Christian woman as mother, spouse, and sister in spreading the Christian message. This view is reflected in his preaching and letters. Some of these women are especially commended for the sacrifices they made to help him in his work of evangelization. At all times, and no less in ours, Christian women play a most important part in the apostolate and in the handling on of the faith. Women are called to bring to the family, to society, and to the church characteristics which are their own and which they alone can give. Their gentle warmth and untiring generosity, their love for detail, their quick-wittedness and intuition, their simple and deep piety, their constancy. The Church expects from women commitment and witness to all that contributes to the dignity of the human person and furthers their true happiness. When these qualities with which God has endowed women grow and develop, her life and her work will be really constructive, fruitful, and full of meaning. Whether she spends the day dedicated to her husband and children, or whether, having given up on the idea of marriage for a noble reason, she has given herself fully to other tasks. Each woman in her own sphere of life, if she is faithful in her divine and human vocation, can, and in fact does, achieve the fullness of her human personality. Let us remember that Mary, Mother of God and Mother of Men, is not only a model, but also a proof of the transcendental value of an apparently unimportant life. We ask her to pray for the fruits of Christian women's labors in the family, society, and the church. We ask her that there always be an abundance of vocations in the church, of many people totally committed to God.